Where do you want to start?
So, first of all, since you're the one that's the up and comer,
I'm the high handicap
in the family.
Yeah.
What's your handicap now?
16.
16. Okay, oh, that's not bad. I mean,
Terrible.
we got a lot of room for improvement. That's the fun part. But so, what's going on with your swing? What do you?
I've always had a terrible swing. I've always had every swing fault you could ever have.
Is that all?
I pull the club inside. My tension. I build tension in my arms as I go back. When I come over the top, I got everything. I've had a little reverse pivot. I've had everything.
Okay. You still have all those things now?
Pretty much. I'm trying to fix them all. That's why I started.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me watch you hit a couple, and let's put a couple on video and see how many of those things are still there.
It's really bad. I'm trying to fix everything.
All right. Let me watch you hit a couple. All right, let's take a look.
That was definitely an over the top move there.
All right, let's start with face on. So first thing that I see is a pretty strong left-hand grip with a fair bit of shaft. Now typically when you have this going on, you have a lot of shaft, you're basically presetting your hands behind, or excuse me, the club behind your hands. So if you take the club inside, this is the last thing on earth you'd ever want to do because you've already preset yourself to swing the club back inside. Let's see if that happens. So when we take the club back, pretty much all left side push. Right? You're taking your left arm and you're swinging it across your body. And the body isn't doing much of anything. It's just kind of following along, just hanging out. Lots of early wrist set.
Yep.
Typically that'll cause you to cast it. You don't do too bad. But lots of right arm and then the old chicken wing there, indicative of the right arm push and throw, right? So not a lot of power available to you in your swing. You got a lot of leverage, but your body can't help out much at all. So that is going to be the first thing that we likely tackle. So now let's take a quick look down the line. Right. So remember how I was saying when you preset your hands like that, where the club's going to tend to want to go? Well, you proved me right. Okay. That club's way inside and rolled, and so the hands have done all the work to move the club. The club's moved about 7 feet at this point, and your shoulders have moved about an inch. We need those shoulders to move about 7 or 8 inches in the club in that same amount of time. So it just means that your body's not doing anything to help out, and you're relying 100% on your arms and hands to swing the golf club. Now you got a great looking position at the top, but it's fabricated. You didn't get there by moving your body correctly to create this position. You swung your arms up and then trained yourself to get into the position. Looks beautiful, but it's how you got there that really matters. Right. So when you look this good at the top and hit the ball the way that you are, you got to start thinking about, okay, this position looks perfect on camera, but it's how you got to that position that matters. How many muscles did you recruit? What muscles did you load up in the right sequence that makes all the difference? Because from here, you look as good as Trevor Immelman. In fact, I'd almost think you were Trevor Immelman from a far distance. That looks perfect. But as we come down, what's going to happen? Right shoulder push. So you can see your right shoulder start to heave up and forward toward the ball. Lower body trying to get out of the way, but it can't. And you end up looking kind of like Al Guyberger. Your address position and impact position look almost the same. Okay? Yep. So when you do that, our lower body just didn't do anything to help us out, and that's why you don't have the power that you should have. So long story short, this is a great example of it's not what you look like at the top that matters as much as how you got there. Does that make sense? Yep. So what I want to do is get you there the right way. Okay. So stand in front of the mirror, throw that club down, and we're going to wake up the body. So put your arms across your chest. All right. Go ahead and set up, get in your golf posture. Now as you go back, all I want you to do at first is rotate your rib cage. That looks perfect already. Making this job really simple. Again. One more time. Excellent. That's the whole backswing. You've got it. Just relax those shoulders.
I just don't have it with the club in my hand.
That's the trick, right? So we got to teach ourselves how to do it with the club. But you know how to do this, so this is awesome. Now I want to see if you can do the same thing coming down. Shift to the left and get your hip out of the way. Not your shoulders. Okay, stay right there. See how steep your shoulders are?
Yeah.
You feel a little discomfort in your back
A little bit.
Okay. Does the discomfort go away?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't try and tilt your shoulders like that. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Shift your weight back to the left. Okay. Get your hip out of the way. Open it up. Feel like your shoulders are more or less level to the ground. They won't be, but I want you to feel like that. Good. Hip out of the way. Flatten that left foot. And push that hip back with your leg. There you go. Literally, as you straighten that leg, you're pushing that hip back and out of the way. Shoulders level. There you go. There you go. So I want you to feel that this part of your body is what's initiating that downswing move.
Yeah.
Okay.
That it?
You're shifting, but I need you to turn. There you go. So keep that foot flat. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Flatten that left foot out. Don't roll to the outside. There you go. Awesome. You've been drilling this stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it looks great. So now all we got to do is get everything else to play nicely with this, because this movement's fantastic. I know
I've actually been trying not to do quite as much. Yeah, so I've been practicing a little bit wrongly.
Okay.
So okay.
So now let's do the same thing, because this movement looks great. Left arm only, sticking out in front of you. Put your right arm behind your back. There you go. Same thing. Good. Do it again. Okay. So now watch yourself in the mirror.
Yep.
And I want you to watch how much your belt buckle moves during like this initial takeaway.
Okay.
See how it moved together with your buttons on your shirt? I want this to move and this to still stay here for a second.
Yep.
There you go. And then as you finish your turn, that's when your belt buckle finishes up.
Yep.
There you go. Good. See how your weight on outside of your foot? What is that? Do you have any idea what that means when your weight goes to the outside of your shirt?
No, I thought you were always supposed to roll your weight over your ankle. That's supposed to be the mark of a great swing, I thought.
No, I'm not. No, never.
No.
Let's go with a hard
from
no
you, but
on
a
that
long
one.
time ago, everybody.
Yeah, but that's, you know how they got there?
No. No.
All right, so you're thinking like Weisskopf, Watson, a lot of those
Right.
guys back then, right? They ended up like this because this was like the Danny Noonan from Caddyshack, right? It's big reverse C. The only way you can create a reverse C is by pushing off your right leg. And that's the only way you're going to get to the outside of your shoe. And that's how you blow out your hip, your back, and everything else. That's why everybody in the 70s had their hips replaced by now. So you don't push off the right.
Yep.
You use the left side to help pull you back to the side.
Yep. Okay.
You use this to pull and stay nice and flat.
Okay.
So your right leg, see, it's still straightening up. Relax. Yeah, it's tension there. This guy's got to chill out, and this guy's got to do all the work. This side. So relax your right leg. Use the left side to keep pulling your hip out of the way. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. See how your foot's a lot flatter now?
Yeah.
There you go.
So you can kind of straighten the leg when you're doing this.
No, you need to.
You need to straighten the leg.
So you're doing two things.
Okay.
You're shifting your weight back to the left,
Yeah.
and then you're pulling with your oblique
Yeah.
and pushing with the leg to get your hip back.
Okay. So
Back
I've
this
been
way.
pushing to get it over, but
Right.
not back.
Not back. See, that's why your hips don't end up open. That's why I said you look like Al Geiberger. You can't tell if you're at impact or at address, right?
Right.
They should look very different. There you go.
Okay.
Flatten that foot. want you to smash that foot into the ground as you're pushing that leg straight.
Yep.
There you go. You can take these balls if you want. Out of the way. So I want you to point your belt buckle at me. You're gonna get it at least 30 degrees open. Almost there. There you go, right there.
That much, okay.
Yep. There you go, yep, there. Every single swing, you've got to get your hips that far open.
Yeesh.
If you don't, you have no choice but to turn your chest. There's nothing else to bring the club back to the ball, otherwise you hit the ball back here.
Yeah.
But when you get your hips all the way open, now my shoulders are brought back to square by my lower body. That's what I'm trying to get you to feel. And that's why you use the left oblique to help pull it out of the way, and you push it back with the left leg. It's a very powerful move. We're getting there. Good. So you're still on the outside of your shoe though. So I'm going to add one little thing to it. As you're going down, what you have a tendency to do is just turn. And I want you to feel like you go down into your left leg and then back up. Very subtle, very slight, but I want you to feel as you go back, now kind of sit into that left leg. So increase your knee flex and increase your forward bend. Down, like you're going to do a squat. There you go, and then spring back out of it. There you go. We're going to exaggerate this for a second. There you go. You see, look how open your hip is. You went from barely getting it 20 degrees open to now it's 45 degrees open. Because what you did is you activated this glute that can now, in your quad, to push your hip out of the way with some authority, and your foot staying flat. So if you don't go down a little, you don't have to do like a tiger squat thing. But if you don't go down a little, you're just going to tend to kind of do this. There's no power here. I want you to be able to push off the ground for leverage, subtly, but enough that it's going to help you open your hips dramatically more than what you're doing. Good. Now you're not squatting down into it a little.
Yeah.
There you go. You see how much more you look posted up now and that foot staying flat? Because as you squat down into that left leg, you activate those muscles, and then we can use them to help get some power out of there and get into the right position. There, very nice. Make sense?
Yep. Hard, but it makes sense.
Oh, you're making it look easy. Now you didn't squat into it. There you go. Yeah, so don't be afraid to add a little knee flex in there as you start down, a small amount. There you go, that was good. Good. Feel your legs waking up a little? Good. All right. Now, let's do the same. What's that? It's going to feel a little different, right? But again, we're going to exaggerate a little bit, but you need that muscle activation to get all of the stuff to start to fire correctly. If you don't load up anything going back in your core, in your legs, then you're always going to just use your arms and hands. You won't have a choice. So let's grab the club again. Left hand only. Let's do the same drill. Good, really good. And you even timed it well. That was great. Good. Pretty good, man. I like it. Awesome. Really good. I'm going to video one of those. Take a closer look. Take a gander. Yeah, the sun, sorry. There we go. Looks pretty darn powerful.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. We got a little bit too far out, so I'm going to draw one line here.
You say too far out.
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Just too far out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Let's just know you pushed a little bit too hard off the right. But otherwise, that looks pretty darn stellar. Perfect. Impact is perfect.
Huh.
Of course you can. This is how we got to start though, right? So be careful about pushing off that right leg. I want you to think more about squatting into the left as you come down. Squat into that left side and push that off. Stop right there. Look at your foot. Yeah. Think squatting into the left. Okay. And now look in the, it's kind of tough from here to see down here, but you want to draw a straight line down from the center, like this first belt loop, right through the center. Flat. There we go. Now think about if you're working out at the gym, you're obviously very fit, so you probably work out, and you're doing a squat.
Yeah.
You wouldn't squat like this. It wouldn't make any sense, right?
Yep.
So when you're pushing up off that foot, I want that foot to be firmly planted flat on the ground. And it can roll to the outside when you're in your follow through. That I don't care about, but good. But at impact, I want that puppy anchored to the ground, and you're smashing it like you're trying to crush my fingers under there. Good. Very nice. A little bit outside of neutral there on that left hip. You went a little too far. Better. Good. Really good. Good. Doing much better with that foot. Left foot staying nice and flat. Good. All right, so let's put the right hand back in there, but only at the top of the swing. So I want you to go to the top, stop, and I'm going to show you how to put your right hand on there where we want it. You already were obviously at a great position at the top anyway, so this would be pretty simple. Turn, 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 turn. Good. Right hand up to support the left. Underneath. There you go. And now, come down from there, but just focus on your lower body movement. Let's let the right hand come off before impact. Yeah. Good. All lower body. Nah.
No?
Here's what your left knee did. It's okay. This is why we do it step by step like this. Lower body. Focus on your left leg. Closer. One little distraction and it all falls apart, huh? Good. Focus on your leg. Better. Good. Now, so what you did there, and once you have your right hand back on there, it's a lot easier to add some speed to the club, right?
Yeah.
So what happened there is now, by the time that you made impact, your left leg still hadn't had a chance to post up yet. Because you're able to bring the club down with some speed with your arms, right? So you've got to leave the hands up there and focus just on your trunk.
Yeah.
A little late again still. Try one left hand only. Lower body. Perfect. You see, you get posted up while the club's still back here, which is where it's supposed to happen. That's what we want, that same feeling when the right hand's on there. So even though the right hand's there, it's just kind of following along. It's being told what to do by the other stuff. Better. Way better, man. That was so good. careful about speeding that club up too much. I want the club to move fast, but if that club's gonna move that fast, this has got to move even faster. Yep, you've got to get posted up way sooner. Almost. You can roll it to the outside of your foot again. So on your follow through, let's hold your position and let's check everything. Okay, stay right there. We're close. Let's flatten that foot out. Move that hip back. There you go. Into neutral, not way out here. And you were a little bit late getting posted up again. So you get here, the leg and hip aren't quite out of the way. So make a couple left hand only. Because I know you do it perfectly.
I need to get posted up sooner.
Get posted up sooner, and then add the right hand on there. Because the first one you did when you put your right hand back after doing left hand only was perfect. It was spot on. Left hand only, focus on the left hip. Perfect. There you go. So do 3 like that. We'll try one more with the right. Pretty good. Be assertive with that left leg. There you go. Now put the right hand on at the top. But feel the same thing in the left leg. There you go. Again. Nice. 2 in a row. Very good. We got to start somewhere. Pretty good. You were a little soft with the knee. Not as good as the first 2. And that's what happens. So I like to do, when I do things in 5s. So I'll do like 5 practice swings. So your practice swing is gonna be left hand only.
Yep.
For every 5 practice swings like that, I'll do 2 with the right hand back on. Because that's the challenge right now. You're doing it perfect with left hand only. So you do 5 perfect ones left hand only, and then we'll do 2 with the right. Good.
I remember my favorite comment from all your videos is that one guy said, "Oh great, I had a lesson with Chuck. I learned to hit the ball 3 feet." Who was that guy?
That's my goal, right? But he hit it really straight 3 feet.
He's like
I mean, it was
72
perfect.
years old or something.
Yeah. Good. Really good. Good. Let's try a couple with the right. Nice. Got a lot more zip in there. Good. Let's do 5 more left hand only. Get that knee straightened up. There you go. Do you feel your hips and your legs are giving you speed now?
Yeah.
You hit the ball with your legs. There you go. Wow. Nice. Beautiful. You may be in trouble now.
I tell you, I always
He's a fast learner.
Yeah, I told well, when he gets a ball in front of me, I told him, I said, once he gets it, so he can hit a big
Nice.
drive.
Really?
And stuff. Once he relaxes, because it used to be he had definitely.
Ah, you pushed and slid.
He's on it.
Whoa.
Relax that left thumb. There you go. What's that?
We're getting ready for retirement.
Oh, nice. My retirement plan is giving free golf lessons. How good is that?
I like that.
I'm the dumbest guy in the world.
I like that.
Enjoy it. That's what it's all about.
I was telling somebody today, I feel like Oprah. You get a free car. You get a free car. So it's kind of fun for Christmas. I get to give away, make people smile. I like it.
How many members do you have?
350 something thousand.
350,000?
Yeah.
Holy cow. You know how I first heard about you? Some random guy I was talking to in the airport.
Oh, really?
I sat next to him, I know the flight. He doesn't talk about golf.
No kidding.
No, I've been using Rotary Swing.
Because we've been doing Joey D. And he goes, I think this guy's got this in about weight shift and everything.
Huh, no kidding.
I don't know how many pros we've had in Denver.
Yeah, it's scary.
Just,
It's the whole foundation. It's step 1 for us.
I know, and here I am. We're for 4 seasons in Dallas. And him, because he's been there for a couple of head throw. He just got awards, and I said, I have taken lessons from him, and it's crap. And I paid big money for that crap.
Yeah, that's why I'm out here. And that's what I said in the video. Like,
I know.
I really feel like I've gotten a lot of funny compliments on YouTube. Like, got called the Carl Sagan of golf. I'm not really sure about who that is, but okay. Fernando Alonso, I like that one because I race cars. But I've kind of always thought like I'm more like a Peter Schiff or a Jim Cramer. You know? Like, I'm there to try to help the common man. Stop being a victim.
Well, we are. I mean, we have taken.
Nice. Nah. It's okay. This is one time where divots can be really, really helpful in helping you diagnose what's going on. Back to thumb. Yep. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
There you go. Much better.
Yeah, I just got to practice this one.
So part of what you're doing when you go back, you still have this tendency to want to roll your hands.
Yeah.
That's going to be a habit that we're going to need to get out of and start using our body more. You know, when you're going left arm only, you're not doing it that bad, but you still want to do it. And then you're going to put the club in the right hand, or the left thumb, in a position where it really wants to push against the shaft. But if you, instead of rolling it like this, if you just turn your body, see how the left thumb doesn't get so much tension on it.
Yeah.
That's what's going to help you stop getting the divots too far back. That was good. Much better with your hand. Nice. Firm on that left side. Big old oak tree on that left leg. Ball's too far back. Good. Good. There you go.
When I'm practicing these things, lots of times I get like a lot of in out.
Okay. When you're going left hand only, you should.
You should. Okay.
Yeah, that's normal.
Slow there.
Part of the in to out, it's a little bit more severe than I'd want. Because when you come down, you really keep your head back.
Yeah.
And you create too much secondary axis tilt. And that secondary axis tilt will shift the horizontal swing plane out to the right. So if you were leaned this way, horizontal swing plane's gonna go this way, right? So as you start down, instead of trying so hard to stay back and tilt these shoulders, just let your body move forward a little bit. Your head's gonna typically move about that far off the ball and that far back into it a little bit. But you're going back a little bit and then staying there and then falling back, and then as you create that secondary tilt, that's what's shifting the swing plane out to the right. So let's go to the top of your swing and I'll walk you through it. Now go ahead and start down. Try to keep your left shoulder lower than your right. Not see how it's above.
Yeah.
So if you feel like this left shoulder stays low, then your spine won't have that severe secondary tilt. But the path, but now watch what happens when we create that tilt. Where's the club going?
Yeah.
There you go. There. So you're gonna. There's a video on the site called "Level Shoulders at Impact." I think.
Yeah.
That's what this is for. Typically, that happens when you're a really big hip spinner, but you're not. You're just doing a good job of keeping your head behind the ball, but too good. And so you're trying to do this to drop the club down on plane or whatever. Maybe you've been taught that, but all you need to do is feel that your shoulders are level. I still have plenty of tilt. Look, my belt buckle's here, my chest is here.
Yeah.
But I don't need to try and fabricate more, and that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard that, Michelle? I've got too much tilt. Craig said that was not possible.
So you said you couldn't have too much tilt? And if you don't like your lumbar spine and you like bulging discs, I agree. It's a great way to get a bulging disc. Look at your divot now. See? Yeah, exactly. When you're back here, you're moving these bottoms of your swing arms back.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
There you go.
No, it's way up there now.
Exactly. So when you start tilting like that, you're just dropping everything down. So it's going to bottom out back here. So that video level shoulders and impact will help you feel kind of that proper feeling. Oh, I've had like 3 people today who want to tilt their shoulders steep like that, and I've had to demonstrate that position, and my back is killing me. It's just from like talking about it. Oh, nice.
See if I hit a ball.
Good. Nice, clean, shallow divot. That's too far back. There you go. At least there. Good. Look at your divot. That's off your left instep.
Yep.
You're used to playing the ball back there. That's a huge improvement.
Yep. There's that one guy you gave him the example to start using foam balls.
Yeah, yeah.
And
this would be great for this, especially when you're going left arm
it
only.
would be, yeah.
It just makes it so much less, you know, we get out of our head about it so much, you know? You over there wailing on it?
2 in a row.
That's our start.
That's our start. I know, and they were straight. Sheesh.
I'm so happy when I get 1 in a row and I'm working on something.
I know.
Too far back.
All my things are too far back.
Not bad.
Too bad for the.
No, it wasn't
I
bad
made
at all.
contact.
Ah, I was watching your left leg. It looked pretty darn good there.
It takes a lot to get your right arm out of it.
It does. That's why you got to go through it systematically. Step by step, chunk by chunk. Okay.
That wasn't good.
Now, you're going to go back to your old habits as you're doing this stuff, right? So when you got that right hand on there, remember I told you when you started down, the first thing was this right shoulder going like this,
Yeah,
right?
going out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not going to go away when you put that thing on there and you're going full speed. So do the same drill, but do it at like 1/10 the speed you're doing it now.
Yep.
Good. Little bit of tilt there.
Much tilt.
With your shoulder, yep, and your spine is tilted too far back. Do it again. There you go. It should be really, really shallow with the left hand only like this.
So, my eyes like to follow the club head back. Is that a common thing?
I don't know, maybe some people, they get really fixated on like what the club's doing.
Yeah.
They probably drilled it a lot, so they kind of get used to that.
Does it matter?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be looking at it.
You don't.
Wherever your eyes go, your head goes. Where your head goes, your shoulders go.
That's
So-
when my eyes move, my head moves.
Are you left eye dominant?
Right eye.
Are you really? Okay. Good. Nice there. a little far back.
Yep.
So it's either your left thumb or your shoulder tilt, right? One of the two
Yeah.
pivots. That's neutral. Yeah, that's what you want to do. That's
Yeah.
kind of presetting your swing path and
So
dip.
that's why I shouldn't do that.
You don't need any more turns. Don't be afraid as you go back to the top of your swing. Go ahead and go back to the top. Don't be afraid to sit into that side. Everybody moves forward. See how it keeps your left shoulder low. If you let your head move forward just a hair.
Yeah.
And then as you post up, that's when your head actually goes back. So most any good golfer's swing is their head goes, or as the backswing goes back, their head's going to go back off the ball a little bit. And then as they start down, they let their head move forward. And then as you post up and push your leg back, that's when your head goes back to where it started. Like you can look at Tiger's head back when he was really, really good. His head would actually move in front, just a tiny bit, of where he started at address. But then by the time he got back to impact, he would push off the left leg, and that's what gets the head back. But if you go back because you're moving your lower body well, that will create secondary tilt. But if you don't let your head move forward a little bit, then you're always just going to keep doing that. So don't be afraid to let your head come forward just a hair. Just enough to get that weight over there, and then post up. Yeah, good. I'm gonna actually take my coat off finally.
Yeah, probably warming up.
Maybe not with the wind, that's still cold. Shift. There you go. Good. Really nice on the left leg. Really good.
Okay. Got a lot of work to do here.
There you go. Good. Setup looks good. Ball position's way better. Head looks more neutral. There you go. It's okay. Brought the club down before the legs were out of the way. Head's still hanging back when you start down.
Yeah.
When you're shifting, think about shifting into that left leg. Your whole body's got to move and put a lot of weight into it. That little swap move we're talking about,
Yeah.
get some mass over there. Back, just sit in there, just a little bit right there, so that your head comes forward just a hair. And then as you push back, the head will go back. There you go. Again. Just all that is you're just not quite getting posted up in time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looks good. There you go. That was nice. Good. It's getting further up there. Good. Relax the arm and the club will just scrape the grass and it'll be perfect. Perfect. Right there is where your dad started. Right on the inside of your foot. Perfect.
Didn't quite enough squat there.
Yeah. Get that weight over there. Not so your head went back too soon there. You didn't let it come forward when it came back. You see how the divot is?
Yep.
So it's the only typical mistake that you make is that you get here, everything looks great, but then you just do this. Instead of, let's move into that left side. Get everything into it. Like you're trying to put everything there.
That's the problem.
Doing this?
I practice.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, again, you can be taught, so that's great. We know that you can learn something, but this thing's going to blow out your back. I mean, that's a great way to pinch to get sciatica.
I don't want that.
As you come forward, let everything kind of sit in. There you go. Good. Nope, hung back on her a little bit. So this whole move, as you come back, I want you just to feel, I'm going to exaggerate this. Obviously, I don't want your head to move this much. It's everything sitting into it. Because the more weight that you put on this left leg, the more muscle fibers are going to activate. There. Just outside of neutral a little bit, so you got to turn back. There you go, yeah. There you go. Think about in terms of downforce. How much downforce can you create in that left leg? So, I can't remember, I saw a study on this eons ago, but it was something about, if you have, let's just say I'm 160 pounds or whatever, and let's say I've got 80 pounds on one leg and 80 pounds on the other. Really, really powerful ball strikers. The downforce that they'll put on a pressure plate is like, don't quote me on this, but this will get you the picture of it. It's like 600% higher than what their actual physical body weight is. So, you know, if you're going over here and you're staying back like this, you may only have 90 pounds of force on there. You want to think about creating 600 pounds of force. Push that thing into the ground, and to do that, use your whole body. Everything's got to shift over here, including your head just a little bit, and like I said, then it'll come back. But think about how much downforce you can create on that left leg. There you go. Look, you did it was like 3 feet further forward. That's in the right spot. Close to it, maybe a little back. Do it one more time. Okay, now look at your left hip. Yeah. So let me move your upper body and you move your lower. Okay.
What? There you go. Yeah, I want to go that way, not back.
Exactly. That's the pushing motion off the hip, off the right leg, I mean. So to do that, you focus on using the left side. Out of the way, get your hip out. There you go. Good. Really good. Nice. That was really good.
I feel like when I do that, I'm going to kind of spin and come out.
Yeah, you won't.
Come over the top.
I mean, the only way you're going to do that is if you use your right shoulder to push, right? If your right shoulder's not involved, it's really, really hard to swing over the top when your right hand's not dominating anything. There you go. Flatten that left foot out. Perfectly balanced on that left foot.
How's that?
Too bad. Took a little back there though.
Oh, it's a little back, but
yeah. Move into that left leg. Put all that weight on that left hip as you start down. There you go. Good. That was better.
Moving a lot of weight over there.
It's way more than you think. Like I said, literally think about creating 6 times the amount of force, you know, when you're standing here. I want you to really think about getting everything over there and pushing into it. Too bad. More weight over. Let your upper body move forward just a hair as you're starting to get on that left side. There you go. Good. Now your head's still going back. Come watch yourself in the mirror for a second.
It is still going back.
Yeah, watch yourself in the mirror and then you'll see it.
So you need to come see my problems. I can work on it. Yeah.
See it?
As soon as I
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Instead of this, think, I'm exaggerating again,
Yeah.
but get everything over there.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
There you go. But now, let's look at your foot.
Yeah.
It's not your hips.
Yeah.
Your hips are going great, right? We don't need to push any harder off that. You've got to let everything kind of, now you feel how much more weight, and as you squat down a little bit, how your left glute starts to really wake up,
Yep.
and then push it out of the way, and that's when your head will actually go back a little bit. But you're doing it right at the start of the swing. You're trying to do this. God, it's really killing my back. Try to mimic this. Way better. There you go. Now get that left hip working again, and you got it. Look at your divots. They're up off your toes. There we go. Oh, shoot, sorry. You tilted a little bit that time. Wasn't as good as the ones before. There you go. Look at your divot. That started right up on the center of your foot.
Yep.
That's perfect. Yep. And then get that hip out. Flatten that foot.
Remember how, Michelle, you figured this out?
Now look at your foot. You pushed off the right leg there.
It's hard to get everything going.
It is. Well, we gotta go slow. No. What'd you do there? The whole head is tilting back. I'm not gonna let it tilt back this time. Flatten the left foot out. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. Hips are a little
that
more
wasn't too
open and you
bad.
got it. There. That was it. Got it?
Yeah, I
So-
got it. I just got to get the sequence right.
Yep. When you practice, in front of the mirror, you'll see it right away.
Yeah.
Now you're going to start feeling little discomforts in your back that you just kind of ignored before. Now they're going to be telltale signs of when you're tilting. Okay?
Yeah.
So, all body movement is key for you. Getting
Okay.
your body to wake up, which is what we spent the whole time doing.
Yeah.
Doing awesome with it. So this is going to be really easy for you, but don't rush through and start going and wailing away on balls, right? Because then you'll start going back to your armsy stuff. So
Yep.
spend a couple weeks really dialing in this body work and getting comfortable with this not happening and getting used. Your eyes are going to have to adjust to the ball position, but your divots tell you the truth. The divots don't lie. If the divot's up here and you put the ball back here, well, you have to do something to make the club get back on the ball. So let your divots tell you what you're doing, and then just keep drilling it. You've got it. And just like I said, 5 practice swings, left hand only, because you just get your left hip really well there. A couple with the right hand, hit some balls, repeat the process, rinse and repeat, and keep doing it. And then you don't need me anymore. You got it.
Okay.
It makes sense?
Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you
Thank
so much.
Thank
Great
you.
meeting you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lots of work.